Hello, collective. It's Melania with Spark to the Self, another astrological energy forecast. This will be the week for June 3rd to the 9th of 2024. If you are a returning member, subscriber, or viewer, welcome back, Soul Family. It's good to see you guys again. I hope you are doing well. Thank you for all your likes, your shares, your comments, and subscribes. I truly appreciate them all. If you are new to the channel, Jirech, Falcha, Benate an Banja Ort, which is Gaelic for hello. Welcome. May the blessing of the Mother follow you. Make sure you hit that little notification bell so that way you get notified of all uploaded content. A Spiral to the Self channel offers weekly astrological energy forecasts, such as this one, as well as intuitively led collective tarot readings. Collective tarot readings that cover a specific time frame in the future for planetary aspects, as well as daily motivational shorts of messages from your higher self. Legal disclaimer here that a Spark to the Self channel and videos are for entertainment purposes only. Okay, that myself, the channel, and the business are not responsible for what a viewer decides to do with the messages that they receive from these videos. Okay, use your discernment that you are responsible for you. And by continuing to watch this video, you are in full alignment and agreement with that. As well as in the areas of legal law, finance, health, mental health, please know that I'm not an expert in those areas, nor do I claim to be. And if I touch on it at all, it's just what my intuition is speaking on. And if it truly resonates for you, please seek out guidance from those individuals in those areas of expertise. I am certified in Reiki, astrology, and herbalism, so I most definitely will speak on those kind of topics, okay? But in the other areas that are not contained to that, I am not an expert, so please make sure you seek out guidance from those individuals in those areas. I am also the author, V. Ulrich, of both fairy tales in my hand here. The Princess and Her Inner Voice, which is a fairy tale written for children about their intuition, what their intuition is, as well as how it speaks to them, okay? And how, if they listen to it, it can help them to overcome all obstacles, help them heal from all traumas, as well as get them to their happy ending in whichever way that looks for them. It's a very self-love and self-worth based fairy tale. As well as The Dark High Priestess and the Prophecy of the Queen of the Unseen. This is a fairy tale written for adults, okay, about healing and overcoming spiritual warfare and narcissistic abuse from family, lovers, and friends, and how to keep that inner flame lit despite any adversity you may be going through or experiences such as the dark night of the soul. And how no matter how dire things may seem, that you always have a choice and that you are never alone, okay? There's always benevolent beings around you, such as the All High, your ancestors, your spiritual team that are just waiting for you to ask them for guidance so that way they can, you know, help you get to fulfilling your soul's calling, okay, in whichever way that is for you, okay? Both of these fairy tales are written in the Bard format, so think Dr. Seuss meets Grimm's fairy tales. They are written and illustrated in such a way to heal and appeal to your inner child as you read them, okay? They're short, they're sweet, they're feel-goody, okay? They make you feel good, and they appeal to that inner child in you with the illustrations, okay? Because even the children's book, I've had several readers that are adults that truly resonated with the story, or they heard it read to their children and they really resonated with it, you know, and it really provided them with a sense of hope. So again, definitely resonates with adults, even if it's a children's book, okay? But it's short, it's sweet, it gets to the point. Because, you know, who's got time to read, you know, hundreds of pages of a book, okay, and to have to figure that out. I mean, there are people out there like me who like to read, but not everybody's got time for that. So they're short and sweet, they get to the point, and they make you feel good as you read them, okay? Both of these books can be found on online retailers such as Amazon, Walmart, and Barnes & Noble, just to name a few, okay? Due to the algorithm, you may have to type out like the full title of it for some of the retailers. The best one that I've seen is Barnes & Noble because it gets the book to you quickly. Versus like Walmart, you may need to like literally type out the whole thing. I know it's a pain, it's just how they are. So that's where you can get those. However, The Princess and Her Inner Voice is in its second edition print, which means that the autographed first edition, as well as my services and products, can be found on my website, which is www.aspiraltotheself.com. All the information will be in the description box below for your convenience, okay, as well as all of my social media pages and platforms, so that way you do not get scammed by people or pages pretending to be me. Okay, this is my only YouTube channel, so if you see this video anywhere else other than assigned to a spiral to the self, nothing else, then it is a fake page, and please report and block it. Like always, I'm going to begin with a prayer. There we go. I call upon God, Vandra, Great Goddess Morgan the 23, Lu, the Archangels, my ancestors, and the seen and unseen. Please only allow in this forecast in this video what I call upon, which is high vibrational energy and frequency. If any lower vibrational entities, things, or energy try to come through, I ask that you block, bind, and blind, and immediately return to sender, in which I give you full consent to intervene and to intercede on my behalf in whichever way you deem fit. Please allow me to see what you want the collective to know, and provide me with clear and concise messages. If any try to abuse technology in any way, like screenshots, or tries to astral project, open a portal, remote view, or be a monitoring spirit in this set, in the past, the present, or in the future, I ask that you block, bind, and blind, and immediately return to sender. Please protect me, this video, the viewers, and the channel as I deliver this divinely guided message. Any curses, hexes, evil eye, let they be dissolved, transmuted, and intervened with by the All-High, in which the sender's mask will be ripped off. They'll be unable to hide. All their lies, deceit, and ill intentions will become exposed and publicly known. Okay, collective. So we are going to be talking about the week of June 3rd to the 9th of 2024. But before we get into the background energies, or before we get into the actual energies of the week, we're going to be going over the background energies, okay? So just know that there's no such thing as a coincidence, okay? That there's a reason for it. So maybe you might be feeling backwards, okay? You may be feeling like you're doing too much, which is a theme this week of feeling like you're doing too much, that you're being called to slow it down so you don't fragment your energy. So let that be a confirmation for you, okay? But one of the things that we need to know about is the retrogrades, okay? So we have 3. We have Pallas in retrograde, which will be in retrograde until July 10th, which is about using our emotional intelligence to stay in our personal power of integrity, as well as the optimism for inventive solutions for more freedom, as well as uncovering secrets to bring justice. Pallas is the goddess of Athena, okay? It's one of the 4 major asteroids. And Athena is about wisdom. She's about inventive war strategy, okay? She's about the hunt. So keeping that your personal power, okay, your personal will, having that test of integrity where you are upholding your values, your, what you truly believe in, no matter who you're around, no matter what circumstance you're in, okay? No devil may sway you kind of energy, that you always stand in your personal power. You have that self-esteem, that self-confidence, and whatever it is that you believe in, or that your soul is calling for you to do, okay? And you are firm in that test of integrity, okay? That nobody can buy you, nobody can sway you. You are who you are. You have your beliefs, okay? And I mean, like an example would be like, no one can convince you to steal. No one can convince you to unalive another person. No one can convince you to bully or harass or harm another person for sport or for fun or for a giggle or two. Okay, that would be like an example of having personal power and integrity, okay? Inventive solutions to bring justice. 2024 is about karmic balance. Balancing those scales, okay? So people are getting lump sum good karma and lump sum bad karma, okay? And that's why you're seeing, in the news as well as in the world and all around you, that people are in the right time, right place, and the right individuals, that have been assigned to things that may have been hidden, have been secret, that nobody thought would ever come out. Okay, so you're seeing a lot of secrets be exposed. You're seeing a lot of, injustices that were swept under the rug, but the right person was there at the right time and is bringing that justice to you, okay? The divine is working in a very creative way to expose these secrets, to expose the injustices, to balance those scales, okay? Then we also have Pluto retrograde, which will be retrograde until October 29th. This is going to be a time of committing to our inner transformation, okay? Raising our vibration, which means raising our consciousness, okay? Being that higher level consciousness. Because what we think, how we think is essentially signal vibrations that we send out into the universe, and we end up attracting those kind of things back to us, okay? So believe it or not, thoughts have weight. And what you think ends up what attracts you. So if you are stuck in like low vibrational fear-based thinking, you end up attracting those kind of situations and circumstances to you that further validate essentially what kind of vibration you're putting out into the world. Okay, but we're being committed to hiring our consciousness, to being in that 5D energy where we are co-creating with the divine, where we're able to manifest, okay, being in that, abundant energy, meaning that we have what we need when we need it, okay, that we don't fear loss or lack, okay, that we are, here to transform ourselves. Part of that was healing. We went through a lot of healing, which will go into the next retrograde. Letting things go, letting things go, which like I said, it goes into the next retrograde. Letting things go that kept us in that loss and lack vibration, that kept us in that fear-based, thinking, and decision making. We're letting that go. We're raising our consciousness to a higher level, which is like higher level thinking, making conscientious choices of what we do, taking care of our body. Health is wealth. Okay, I don't know who needs to hear that, but health is wealth, okay? And, taking care of our mind, taking care of our energy, just really taking care of our energy, not letting people who are drainers, who, are monitoring spirits, who, and I'll give you an example of what a monitoring spirit is. A monitoring spirit is someone who just constantly asks you questions about your life. Like, unprovokingly, like you haven't spoken to this person X amount of time, and all of a sudden they come up to you and it's like almost like an interrogation. Like, when are you doing this? When are you going there? When are you expecting this? Like, they're wanting deadlines, they're wanting things. And typically it's because either they are taking that information back to somebody, or that doesn't wish you any well, okay? Or it's so they can gossip, again, which is a low vibrational thing, where they can give that information to somebody who doesn't mean you well, okay? Or it's that literally the spirit of a monitoring spirit, typically evil or, dark forces infiltrate the people that you care the most about, so that way they can get close enough to you to get information from you, because a lot of these people are in a desperate energy, okay? I know this is going to be like a small, like little commercial break for this, like little side note here, but I'm sure you've seen a lot of people are in a very desperate energy because you've cut them off from your energy. They have no idea what's going on in your life. They're not able to use divination to spy on you anymore. They have no access to your energy, like meaning like even if they're trying to like astral project, open a portal, remote view, okay, or trying to do some kind of energy manipulation or anything like that, they have no, or dream state intrusions, they have no way to get to your energy. They've been completely blocked, and now they're devastated. Now they are, they're feeling it, okay, because these people were feeding off of you, feeding off your success, feeding off your energy, feeding off your time, okay, but also these people that I'm referring to were also your biggest haters and people who sabotaged you. That's why they ask you all these questions. They want to know what you have going on, so that way they can do things in the background to sabotage you, okay, and how to get you from going forward. Because believe it or not, family, lover, or friend, a lot of people don't want you to surpass them. A lot of people don't want you to essentially to get to your highest level of potential, okay, because it makes an unhealed person have to reflect on themselves and why they are not where they want to be. And that's where jealousy and envy comes from. That's why you have that, because people who are unhealed look at you and they go, why am I not like that? Why do I not have the same accolades? Why have I not reached the same level of achievement? It's because you haven't healed, okay? You haven't healed. You're unhealed as fuck. You need to heal yourself, okay? Because only jealousy and envy comes from unhealed people, okay? You need to heal that. Whatever is being triggered by you looking at someone else, it's something to do with you. You are holding you back, okay? But, and I reference this because a lot of the collective readings that I've done recently, and it seems like I keep getting, because believe it or not, I don't give you the downloads that I received at the time that I receive them. Okay, because I'm a seer, so I can see things well into a year in advance. So I give it to you when I'm called to give it to you. And just like the readings themselves, it's like there's a lot of desperate energy. Okay, so be very conscientious of who you're around and where you're at. Okay, because there's a lot of desperation going on right now, and that's why the collective readings are how they are. Okay, it's because there's a lot of, essentially a flood of energy coming from these desperate people, and that's why like the collective readings ends up being about witchcraft and things. Okay, because that's the energy that's out there, that's what's around you. Like if you're feeling something around you and it feels off, or you're waking up in the morning, it's not your energy, like you're waking up angry or sad, and that's not how you typically wake up. You're typically happy, or you're a rise and shiner. Okay, and then all of a sudden like you just can't move and things like that. That's not your energy. Okay, but like for the collective readings, why it's like so focused on an ex or your family that you've left behind, or just like a lot of witchcraft and projections and things like that, it's because people are desperate. Their time is up. Essentially, these people are trying to outrun the karma that is due to them. Okay, they're trying to outrun the karma that's due to them, because they're seeing you and your accolades. They're seeing you and all the things that you're still able to achieve and do, and all the lump sum good karma that you've attained for yourself, despite everything that they did to stop it. Okay, like they did so much in the background to stop you and to stop you from moving forward. Okay, and they're at complete disbelief. Okay, they're going through dark nights of the soul, which is very uncomfortable if you've never been through one. Okay, because it's essentially a huge ego death. It's a huge ego death where everything that does not belong to you and your soul's journey gets stripped away at once. Like in tarot would be a huge tower moment. Okay, and they've never experienced that before because they've all lived in their ego for so long. Their ego is the death of them, quite literally. Okay, a lot of people these people that I'm referring to are very, very close to death, and that's why there's this desperate energy. That's why they're in that Oprah of you get magic and you get magic and you get magic and you get magic. These people are beyond exhausted and overburdened, but it's because they know their time is up. And so I mentioned this, and I'm not going to apologize, because that's something that has been ingrained in women to do for things that we shouldn't be apologetic for. I'm giving you the information that you need. Okay. And the reason why I tell you this at this point is because you're trying to commit to your inner transformation. You're ascending, you're reaching that higher level of consciousness. Okay, you've had your personal integrity, you've cut people off, people, situations, and things that were no longer in alignment with your highest good. But so many people have been trying to desperately cling on to your energy, literally for dear life. Okay, because believe it or not, collective, many of you people were surviving off of your energy, and without it, they can't. Okay, like these are energy harvesters, energy vampires. There's lots of different names for people like this. They're bottom feeders. Okay, they literally cannot live and sustain their own life, or their livelihood or their lifestyle without taking from another individual. And right now, like I said, 2024 is the year of balance. Okay, karmic balance, and those scales are being balanced, and these people are in dread and fear of what's going to happen to them. Okay, because you have that palace retrograde, which means inventive and creative solutions to bring about justice. That's justice for you and all the crimes that were committed to you, on you, and the 3D as well as the 5D. These people fear jail time. These people fear humiliation, public humiliation. They never thought that what they did in the dark would ever come to light. Some of these people are high up people, they have high up positions, they really, like I said, they're in their ego, so they definitely care about how the public perceives them, and they're not gonna like being exposed for being a fraud, for being a copycat, for being somebody who's part of a secret society that like harvests energy or traffics kids, okay, or spiritual pedophiles going into that energy harvesting with kids, okay, or trying to defraud you, defame you, the gossiping, the slandering, okay. They're in fear that you're gonna sue the shit out of them for that, because a lot of you can, because like I said, the collective readings going into this retrograde energy, it's like they've preyed on you for so long, and they were so committed to harming you and hurting you, like your reputation, your life, your body, your soul, okay, and now that it's all catching up to them, they can't breathe. they're choking, okay? They're choking on what they've done to you because, believe it or not, collective, they can dish it out, but they sure as fuck can't take it, okay? Sure as fuck can't take it. You know, when that shoe's on the other foot, how's it feel, you know? Don't be, it's just like a huge lesson, and these people will literally be the lesson for your bloodline or for their families and for the community of what happens when you do shit like this. Like, they're gonna be the before and after picture. They wanted fame, they wanted to be seen a certain light. Well, they'll be seen. They're gonna be seen, and they're gonna be literally a lesson to every single person that has ever known them or that whose lives they touched, what kind of person they were, what they did, and the outcome for what they've done. Okay, you're gonna see a lot of people going to jail. You're gonna see a lot of people going through like legal disputes and legal, you know, ramifications, like people you never thought of either, because these people were so good at masking their intentions. They were so good at, you know, playing that role in their community or, you know, in their home. Okay, but what goes on in the dark always gets brought to light, and that's this time. Okay, so till July 10th, there's going to be a lot of things that are exposed, but there's going to be that desperate energy. They see you ascending, they see you thriving, they see you getting healthy, they see that your life has definitely leveled up. Why they did anything and everything in the background to mess it up. We're talking like, when I tell you about the collective energy, we're talking these people have paid for witchcraft to be done on you. We're talking at least $70,000 to $80,000. That's a big fucking chunk of change. My first house that I bought was 80 grand. These people spent that to like unalive you or put a death to your love life, to your finances. They wanted you poor, busted, and disgusted, you know, to your beauty if you're, you know, attractive, because there was a lot of envy and jealousy over your, you know, your phenotype here, what you were born with, okay? Again, it's just people who don't have any self-love or self-worth in themselves. Okay, they really just need to heal. But again, like, there's so much that they've done, and they see that nothing can stop you, that they and their elaborate little plans, you know, that they didn't factor in the divine, and they didn't factor in your strength of will or your integrity, okay? And they didn't factor in your soul, the strength of your soul and your ranking spiritually. Many of you outrank these people spiritually, like your high honor, you know, the all high, whatever you want to call it, Allah, Vishnu, okay, God, Jesus, Buddha, whatever, okay, the all high, the highest level of beings, okay, don't play about you. You are here for a specific purpose. You are here for a specific calling, which is why your life sucked for however long. It's because you had lessons to learn. And typically, if you are favored by the divine, you go through a lot. And that's because, one, you earn it. You earn the favor, but also you are to teach others about something that you've learned. Okay, so say if you've had a lot of life lessons around, you know, with karmic individuals about your love life or with business and betrayal and things like that, it's because you were meant to do something with that. You're meant to help and warn others. You're meant to be that shining example of it can be done, that it can be overcome, that you don't have to give in, you don't have to cave in. Okay, again, like I said, that desperate energy. These people are desperate because literally their lives are on the line. Their livelihood, their literal life, like their physical body is on the line. Their souls, okay, are on the line. Like, there's just so much desperation. And, you know, with this, we're going to talk about Ceres retrograde, okay, which is going to be in retrograde until August 25th of 2024. Okay, this is letting go of attachments from the past so we can move forward. You are committed to this. You are committed to this because it's to reach your inner transformation. It's to heal and to let go. But like I said, these people see that and they're trying to latch on to you for life, okay? Literally, it's life and death. You're going to see a lot of exes and family members that you've cut off from your life. It doesn't matter the length of time, trying to come back, being explosive, trying to get any and every kind of way to communicate with you to lure you back in, okay? Why? Is they want your healing and they want to shield themselves in your energy. Because if they can shield themselves in your energy, they can maybe bypass their karma a little bit. It won't hurt as much. Because that's why the All High moved you out of the way, so these people could be held accountable and upheld to justice, okay? But the All High can't rain down the fire, you know, and crash all their buildings if you're there because you're valuable, you're needed by this world, okay? But that's why these people see that. They see that they're trying to come in any kind of way. I mean, the collective readings, there's desperate ex-lovers that are connected to secret societies that maybe you didn't know about, that were doing things to you, or, you know, trying to bind you to and trying to, you know, get with you. Like, I'm getting a lot of love bombing energy. I'm getting a lot of spell work being done to mess with your mind, your personal will, okay? Trying to bend your will, same with family members, because like we got like a lot of inheritance scams, a lot of insurance fraud going on, okay? Where something was left to you and people in your family try to hide it, and then they even try to do things to your health, your mind, okay? Your finances, okay, so in your love life, so that way you would never succeed or find out, or you would be dead before you found out that you even had inheritances, like that your life wasn't supposed to be hard at all, and somebody was literally living off of you, like living off your energy, living off your money, okay? Or heavy codependency, like sometimes it's just as simple as codependency, like they just don't want you to move forward because they don't want to heal and they don't want to be alone. People who hate themselves never want to be alone. Never. And they do anything, they create any kind of drama they can. Like I said, a lot of these people, there's receipts on what they've done and they've been found. The justice system is on their ass. They've tapped in their phones. They found their receipts. They're just literally waiting for the right trap for these people, and they know it, okay? And they're trying to devise any and every kind of plan in the 3D and 5D to attack you. So please keep your spiritual hygiene up. Definitely be very protective of your energy, and do not divulge anything to anyone that doesn't need to be told to them. Okay, like so I mentioned monitoring spirits. I mentioned that because one, the readings, but two, like I myself have seen it, you know, where people closest to me that weren't an enemy are now starting to have the same actions or do the same things that my enemies used to do. I learned the red flags, right? I learned the lesson. Do not. I'll even post a video of what a monitoring spirit is, just so you guys know. But it's people essentially who ask you questions all the time. That ask you questions, they want to know things about your life. And it's just so they can either sabotage your life themselves, or they can give it to someone who does, who wants to. Okay, there's a reason. Okay, or it's the spirit itself, like the spirit of greed, the spirit of envy, things like that. There's a spirit attached to them, even if they aren't a true enemy to you. There's a spirit that is attached to them now that's trying to gather information from you, okay, on what you got coming in, because literally it's desperation. They don't know what's going on in your life anymore. They don't know what you got coming in. They don't know where you are, how you feel, what you think. They don't know, and that's for divine reason. It's protection, okay? So again, we're letting go of the past, and that's why you need to really uphold those boundaries and be protective of your energy, your time, and especially your information, like your family and your information at this time. So June 3rd, Mercury is going to be in Gemini, which is the home sign for Mercury, and this will be from June 3rd to the 16th of 2024. Our curiosity will be sparked during conversations with others that we are linked to in the collective unconscious, whom we play an equal part in each other's journey, okay? So essentially, when you go out in the collective, okay, if you are talking to people, it's going to have that like spark go off in your brain. It's going to be intellectually stimulating, okay? And these are going to be people that you are meant to influence, as well as they are meant to influence you, okay? Think of it like a video game. Excuse me. Think of it like a video game where, you know, you walk up to people. I know, like on The Witcher and things like that. I've never played it, but I've watched it. I've watched someone play it. Like, you go up to somebody and there's a person purposely on your path for you to talk to, and they give you certain kind of dialogue. It's like that. You have a person who's specifically supposed to be on your path that you run into. You both talk to each other, you converse, and you are meant to play a part in each other's journey. And it's essentially, this day, it's to spark some kind of level of curiosity, okay? Like for you to pursue something or to activate something in the other, to be a catalyst, a transformer. June 4th, Mercury will trine Pluto, Mercury conjunctions Jupiter, and Sun conjunction Venus, okay? Again, it's going to be heavy Gemini energy this week. I mean, we are in Gemini season. Again, it's going to be a lot of curiosity, like the curiosity attitude, always be curious, as Ted Lasso says. But you're going to be drawn to conversations with others that sparks your curiosity to pave the way for you to revolutionize your life. Okay, however, we focus more on the process to expand prior to making any kind of definitive decisions. Okay, so Gemini being there is just a lot of asking questions, a lot of getting information, like information gathering, trying to make sure that you're doing the right thing, you're doing the right things the right way versus you making a definitive decision. You're gonna be more about that process and building that process, okay? But then also we need to focus on our priorities, as there are things in your life that can be left behind in order to get you out of that slow moving energy. Again, like what I mentioned in the beginning half of this video, like I said, I'm not gonna apologize for it because you really need to know it. And like I said, I know it took like a good portion, but you need to know it, okay? It's very crucial information, but there's people, places, things that you don't need in your life anymore. You know what they are intuitively, and you know, to get you out of that slow moving energy, you know, that's preventing your forward movement, blocking a particular blessing, because you know, a lot of you guys are so close to your next level of achievement, like you can taste it, and your enemies can too. And that's why, like I said, there's that desperation energy. You're just so close, like you could just reach out and touch it, and they know, and like they're doing anything and everything they can. So just know that you're divinely protected, and nothing but positivity and abundance flows your way. Affirm that, okay? Type it in the comment section if you will. But know that nothing but positivity and abundance flows your way, but you know, you also have to do your part and remove things that are toxic or, you know, not in alignment with you. Spirit, what does the collective need to know on June 4th? Okay, the things in their life that they need to leave behind in order to get out of this slow moving energy. What does the collective need to leave behind? That there's something, I know there's hidden truths of keeping things the same. Again, like I can't even make this up come through Spirit. Okay, so there's something hidden. Whoever, like I talked about monitoring spirits, there's a reason. There's someone around you that is trying, that has hidden things. There's something here that's hidden, okay? Beneath the surface, there's a hidden truth here where someone doesn't want you to move forward and they're trying to keep things the same. Okay, and that's why you're in that slow energy. You have to get rid of this. Have to. Okay, and at the end of the deck, we had mindfulness to get peace of mind. Okay, there's someone around you that wants to keep you the same. They don't want you to elevate. They don't want you to grow. Okay, they don't want you to get what's yours. They don't want you to get any more accolades or achievements, because these people's mind, you've already got too much. But they don't know what you had to do to get them. Okay. I find this amusing, again, like a little side note here, I find this amusing because of the collective readings. There's so many people that try to destiny swap and things like that. They want what is yours on a soul level, but they don't want to do the work to get it. And when they do the witchcraft to destiny switch, the universe goes, okay, you can have it. You went through destiny, okay. But now you got to go through all the things they went through to get it. So that means like all the dark nights of the soul, all the spiritual warfare, all the trials and tribulations. But remember, they were already trying to cut corners. They're not exactly a strong individual, you know, they're already very weak, and you're trying to essentially go into warrior boss mode, and you forced it on yourself, and you thought it was just going to be, oh, I'm just going to go take someone's destiny. No, Bill, no. You're going to go through everything they went through, including all the spiritual warfare. So if you have no spiritual protection, you're low vibration, you're going to be in the exact alignment you need to be receptive of that spiritual warfare. So witchcraft will most definitely work on you if you're trying to do something like that. So just something I'd like to point out there for the cross watchers that watch me. Okay, you want to destiny swap with somebody so bad, you want to steal their blessings. You can't cheat the universe, and the universe will give it to you if you earn and go through every trial and tribulation and circumstance that the person you're trying to steal from has went through. So like say the person went through domestic violence, rape, if they went through like a lot of spiritual warfare for the entirety of their lives, they had to battle demons or things like that, you will now be in that energy, and because you're low vibrational as fuck, you will be susceptible to it and you will be unable to fight it. I mean, I wish you the best, honestly. I wish you the best. I wish you, you know, the strength to be able to persevere through all that. Like say if the person went through 30 years of curses, I hope, you know, man or sis, that you're able to persevere through 30 years of curses. You know, may God bless your little heart, okay? June 5th and 6th, okay? We're gonna have the moon in Gemini, and then as well as the moon will be a new moon, okay, in Gemini. Our intuition is gonna be heightened this day and providing us the ideas to pursue in order to gather all of the skills that's needed for our journey. Give yourself a break to prevent your energy from being fragmented by all of your have-tos, okay? So this day is about pausing, and I know we've been seeing that the past couple weeks where Spirit's telling us to literally slow down, okay? And it's just to keep your energy pure, your vibration high, and your auric field strong, okay? But it's because you're giving yourself unrealistic expectations. You're not factoring in healing. Healing takes energy. Healing takes time, and it needs to be part of your daily practice. Okay, you need to have a daily practice that factors in self-care, self-love, healing, okay, like doing meditations, listening to frequencies that, you know, help put your chakras in alignment, things like that. I have a playlist on my YouTube, Sounds to Cleanse and to Heal, okay, check it out. It's literally on there for you, but you need to slow it down, because if you keep trying to go when your body desperately needs healing or is trying to balance things out, like I said, this wonky ass energy of these desperate ass people. And like I said, all you need to know about desperate people is that they've already lost and they know it, because they're already weak, they're already defeated. They just haven't come to terms with the fact that they've already been devoured. So like they're just pushing and digging themselves further into a hole and the ground that they wanted to dig for you, okay? And it's like, but that's why you need to do it. You need to keep your energy pure and high, and you have to practice self-care and self-love to do that. So, Spirit, we want to know about these ideas to pursue on this new, actually no, we want to know about the overall energy for the new moon. I don't do typically new moon or full moon like collective tarot readings, because it's literally just 72 hours. It's not that significant versus like an actual like planetary aspect, okay? That's typically like 3 weeks and some, okay, or more. It's just 72 hours. It's like, it's not really that big of a deal. It's not that big of a change. Okay, Spirit, give us the overall energy for the new moon in Gemini on June 6th. You need to spend time in nature here, okay? Like say cleanse yourself with nature, connect with nature. That's definitely been a theme for the previous week's forecast, okay? Cleanse yourself with nature. That you're gonna have prophetic guidance here about professional assistance. This could be, like I said, the lawyers, the attorneys. This could be like just somebody who is an expert in their field coming to help you to manifest, to deal with this conflict, okay? So you've been manifesting justice. You've been manifesting to hold those accountable who were acting against you, okay? So you're getting the predictive guidance here that someone's going to come in to help you with this, because you were going through some conflict with these people that, again, that were trying to hold you back, keep things the same. And this is something that you've been manifesting, okay? And it's for this conflict. And you need to have some soulful appreciation, be in that gratitude attitude, see the beauty in your life, okay? You have the butterfly here, which is all about transformation. You've got the coins here, which is about wealth, could also be spiritual wealth, but how things are being balanced out. And you need to be in that gratitude attitude in order to handle any currents of emotion, any uncontrolled feelings that you may have, okay? New moons are typically times when you plant seeds. Well, you've been planting seeds for justice, okay? We've got 2 cards here that represent that. You've been planting seeds for justice here, for whoever was trying to bring conflict in your life, trying to hold you back in any kind of way, okay? You got that Pallas retrograde, you've got that Ceres retrograde, but then you also have this Gemini here, this new moon in Gemini, which is all about conversations. It's about intellectual conversations, okay? That you've been manifesting, having a conversation with this individual here who's going to essentially balance out whoever was trying to bring you conflict, okay? You've been manifesting this, but it all comes from you being in that, you know, gratitude attitude. See where you've been, being grateful for what you have, being grateful for where you are in your journey, being grateful for yourself, because you know what? No one could have done it without you, right? You couldn't have done it without you. Be like, man, I am strong and I am fierce and nothing but positivity and abundance flows my way, that like I'm a badass bitch because, you know, the shit that like happened to me or around me would have broke some people, or literally it did break some people because they wished for what I had, and they were granted that, you know, because we're all not built the same, collective, we're all not built the same. But yeah, like, you know, I've overcome so many things, I've taken people out, like, and I'm still standing, I'm still strong, and I still got love in my heart, and, you know, like, I'm not out here, you know, being the monster that, you know, I'm not a replica of the monster that inflicted wounds on me, and I broke free of it. Some of you were generational curse breakers, you know, you broke free of that toxicity, of that narcissism, of, you know, that pain, that trauma. You broke free. So celebrate yourself and be grateful. Be grateful for your soul. Be grateful for your intuition. Be grateful for your, you know, your spiritual team and the guidance that you get, you know, the little nudges that you get to tell you to do things, you know, at certain times. So that way, you know, you bypass some kind of tragedy, okay? And that's how you're going to be able to handle these emotions, if you have any, okay? Because it's all about healing, and really reflect on what comes forth, okay? So if you have any uncontrolled feelings during this new moon, during conversations or whatever, figure out the trigger, because that person typically will be a lesson for you, which is a theme this week. There's a lesson here. Figure out what it is that's triggering you, because when we can't control other people, but we can control ourselves. And you know, for a time, I was really drawn to con artist movies. I don't really watch TV, but when I do, it's like another form of my intuition speaking to me. There's a particular theme of what I'm watching and what I'm supposed to get out of it. And you know, for a particular period of time, I was into like con artist movies, like Ocean's 11 and things like that. You know, how people do grand scales like cons and what it all depends on. And they all have a similar theme, which is they manipulate people's emotions. Like that's how they get away with most of it. Other than like me, I was intrigued by the brain power of, you know, like how they knew how to do certain things. Not like the part they played with people, but just like the technical stuff that they knew how to do. I thought that was brilliant. But with people, how they were able to bypass like all the checkpoints or pass people or influence people. It was all emotional manipulation, having some kind of outburst, trying to get that uncontrollable emotion, okay? Like trying to get people in their feels. And when they get people in their feels, they do things they wouldn't normally do, right? And that's how they were able to, you know, do things on people. Like one of the movies I watched was like, or it was like as a series, was Uncovering Anna Dovey. It was like essentially a girl from Europe who made up her whole life and her life story and was like living in hotels, living a lavish life, you know, was telling people she was like a heiress, a German heiress, and almost got like her hands on I think it was like either $1 million or $1 billion, and that's a huge gap, but she was about to get her hands on a huge sum of money based off of emotional manipulation. Okay, so you can't control what other people do, but you can control yourself. And if there's something that's being triggered within you to make you uncontrolled, figure out what it is so you can heal it, and that way it can never be done to you again or put you in a vulnerable situation, okay? Then we have June 7th, the moon will be in Cancer, which is the home sign of the moon. Okay, our intuition will focus on bringing emotional healing to our home, as our psychic sense will be more reliable than our common sense. Okay, so pay attention to your intuition. The chakra that coincides this week is going to be the third eye, because the intuition is a heavy player this week. Okay, and that's going to be the chakra that's mostly influenced this week, or that influences us, should I say. June 8th, Venus squares Saturn. Mars will be in Taurus, okay? Taurus is the detriment sign of Mars, and it makes sense because Mars is that creative and destructive energy. It's very fiery, okay, it's go, 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 but then Taurus is very slow and steady, you know, wins the race and practical approach, okay? Mars is going to be in Taurus from June 8th to July 20th, and this is going to be, there's essentially going to be weakened energy around stability, as well as the practical approach to keep a steady pace in whatever it is that we are doing. But also know on this day that our spiritual balance may be in conflict due to our curiosity sparked in relationships that are a life lesson. Okay, again, and again. I know it's like repeat, but the universe is telling you, you just gotta listen, right? Okay. Attend to your feminine side, practice self-love and care to mirror those energies back to you. Okay, so you need to really, like I said, the new moon, it's telling us to your energy is in warning or danger of being fragmented if you keep trying to overextend or overexert yourself. So narrow down your have-to list. Some of that shit can wait, okay? But this day, it seems like this day, as well as like June 4th, it's people that are around you that want things to be kept the same with you. They don't want to see you grow. They don't want to see you elevate, okay? These people are life lessons, which are typically karmic lessons. Karmics are lessons for your soul. You both play a part in each other's life, and it's typically brought about from pain, so you gain. No pain, no gain literally applies to karmic lessons, okay? You both are in each other's life. You hurt each other in some kind of way. It's a lesson for your soul. You learn from it, and then you grow and you elevate, okay? But know that speaking to this individual could put your balance, your energetical balance out of order. You need to focus on the feminine side, which we both have masculine and feminine energies within us, okay? And the feminine side is more like the dream state. It's more like slowing it down, being in that abundant energy, you know, letting it come to you versus the masculine is the go-getter. It's the, you know, like, let's get shit done. Let's go. So this week we're focusing more on the feminine side, which makes sense because of our intuition being heightened. You gotta slow it down. You gotta breathe, and you gotta be in a mental state and a meditative state in order to receive these intuitive messages, okay? Which means we need to practice a lot of self-care and a lot of self-love this week. Spirit, we would like to know for this June 8th, what kind of conflict is coming in from relationships that are a life lesson? What kind of conflict are coming in from relationships that are a life lesson for the collective? What kind of conflict is coming in for relationships that are a life lesson on this June 8th? What's the collective energy for June 8th, Spirit? Okay, so to have peace of mind, okay, mindfulness, again, slowing it down, listening to your higher self, your intuition here when it comes to new supportive connections, okay? So know that someone who's coming in, someone new or someone from your path, okay, from your past, or it could be, so I said path, it could be, like I said, it's someone who's meant to cross your path, okay? It's meant to spark curiosity in some way, but it could also be someone from your past here, okay? In order for you to remain, you know, have a peace of mind here, to keep your spirit balanced, like I said, you need to be in that feminine side so you can have peace of mind here, so you can listen to your intuition. You're gonna need to listen to your intuition about whatever kind of new and supportive connection that comes your way. They're gonna appear supportive, they're gonna appear like there's somebody on your path, they're gonna spark your curiosity, okay? But they may fragment your energy, they may put you at an imbalance because maybe they're wanting to do too much versus being your feminine side, which is to be in that energy of, you know, receiving, of being receptive, okay? At the bottom of the deck, your dreams will provide you with answers about this. So definitely pay attention to your dreams. Again, that heavy energy of the feminine. Then we have June 9th, Mercury sextiles North Node, and the Sun squares Saturn, and the Moon will be in Leo. Our intuition will be focused on what makes us happy, okay, and how to bring more happiness into our lives. We will be drawn to conversations that will spark our curiosity in order to pave the way towards our destiny, okay. However, the energy will be weakened on the practical steps as well as the momentum to get there. You do have the power to resolve the situation by taking logical steps and making a plan. Okay, so let's see what that is about. How can the collective resolve the situation on June 9th? How can the collective resolve the situation on June 9th? Playing it safe, so meaning not taking any risks. Okay, and then we have, because it will make you end up in stuck energy. Okay, don't take any risks. Like I said, we're heavy in our feminine energy this week. We're sitting there, we're waiting, we're practicing mindfulness, self-care, self-love. We are listening to our intuition here, our higher self, but you need not to take any risks because it'll make you stuck, okay? So You can resolve the situation by taking logical and practical steps, but not taking any risks here, because it will bring you in. It says the energy will be weakened. It'll keep you stuck. Okay. So the chakra that I said we've been talking about, essentially the whole video, so I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on it, is the third eye. Okay, it's here. The third eye is how we record, obtain, send pictures, symbols, colors, and images that represent our reality. Okay, we get messages this way. It's linked to our pituitary gland, which controls hormones and endocrine functions, okay, which also contains magnetite. Works with our sacral chakra to enable manifesting when stimulated by an emotional desire. Okay, so again, keeping ourselves grounded, not, you know, playing into those uncontrolled feelings here, because you could manifest that. Your sacral chakra is your chakra for, you know, your sensuality, your creativity, and also your self-worth. It's also one of the sources of your inner child, you know, because that creative energy. So your intuition works with your sacral chakra to, you know, essentially embrace that inner child, to, you know, give you the creative solutions for things. Like I said, the creative solutions on logical steps you can take to, you know, get yourself out of some kind of situation at the end of the week. Okay, you know, where you're not taking risks. It's just going to show you a way you didn't think that there was before. Okay. Provides potential life paths and choices based on our self-image and deserving beliefs. So if your internal programs are loving, okay, like meaning you talk positively to yourself, you're not thinking negatively of yourself, you're not putting yourself down, things like that, it provides life-enhancing futures, okay? If it's negative, it can give you choices that are more self-destructive, okay? So definitely pay attention to that. But your internal dialogue and how you speak to yourself and how you treat yourself, especially like taking care of your body, is really crucial as well. Taking care of your body, that's self-love. Enforcing your boundaries is the highest form of self-love. So definitely do that, because there's someone here who wants to keep your life the same, okay? The yang ability of this function is to see and reach the future and providing the strategy. The yin function is self-image and perception, okay? The soul communicates the desires for the future and what needs change in order to reach it. You may need to use the art of detachment, okay? You know, it doesn't belong to you. It's only an experience, okay? It's a key thing to overcoming, like, trauma and things like that, to get you out of that uncontrolled energy. Understand, it doesn't belong to you. It's just an experience. Like, if you went through trauma, they say it happens for you, not to you. Okay, like you were meant to learn that. I know it sucks. Like, nobody wants to think, well, it was part of your soul's plan. If it's in the 3D, it was part of your soul's plan, and it sucks. But there's something that you were supposed to learn out of it. You're supposed to transform it and alchemize it in some way to assist you on your purpose, okay, your path. But it's only an experience. When you do that, you can separate yourself from those uncontrolled feelings, where like, how dare this happen to me? Or, you know, making you essentially stuck in your ego, where you feel like you have to get that natural justice. You have to be your own justice. Okay, we talked about that last week, about, you know, surrendering it to God. Don't try to get vengeance. Vengeance is God's, and he's definitely a hell of a lot more creative than you could ever be in how to make people suffer and be accountable for what they did, okay? Like, trust and believe. If this chakra is in a misalignment, okay, dysfunctions can turn into brain tumors, hemorrhages, strokes, neurological disturbances, blindness, deafness, full spine difficulties, seizures, and learning disabilities, okay? So say if you're a person who literally doesn't listen to their intuition, you are very self-sabotaging, things like that, this could be an indication of what's to come, okay? The things that can occur with the body when it's out of balance. Like if you're talking very negatively, you don't listen to your intuition, then you do things that put you in a bad situation or whatever, and then, you know, you get the negative thoughts, you know, that come from that, and then it disrupts all the other chakras in your body, okay? So definitely think of what you're doing, okay? Think of how you talk to yourself. Definitely listen to yourself. That's this whole week. I'm gonna do one more card pull, and then we will end it. Spirit, give the collective the overall energy for June 3rd to the 9th, what you need them to know. June 3rd to the 9th for the collective. We've got travel, change, and location by bringing balance to all areas of your life. 222 is the angel number for that. What is the overall energy for the collective from June 3rd to the 9th that you'd like them to know? Confusion. Okay. So we have confusion here. You're confused on if you should travel, like go to different places of the world or other places of the States, okay? You know, if you should move forward. It could also be moving forward. Then we've got, okay, we have the loving man in reverse. So like I said, there could be an X energy trying to come out, you know, someone who's not for you, who doesn't mean you well, that wants you to feel like there's some kind of urgency. But you're going to see right through this deception, and this is going to put your heart chakra at an imbalance, okay? So you're going to wonder this week that if you should move forward or not, okay? Because there's going to be confusion presented again. There's going to be someone in your life that wants you not to move forward. They want to keep you the same. There's a loving man in reverse. There's someone who is not loving. We already have, it's a karmic life lesson for you. Someone who may try to love bomb you, might try to hype you up, you know, may express their feelings towards you. They're going to they want you to make a quick decision. That's why you're being told literally to slow the fuck down, so you don't fragment your energy, because this person's going to come in to try to put you out of energetical balance, okay? They want you to be in your masculine energy. They want you to act impulsively, okay, versus surrendering, which is what Spirit wants you to do for this week, or the universe, okay? You're going to see through it. This person wants to deceive you, but you're going to see right through it, okay? They're not going to be honest. There's something hidden here, okay? And you know that this isn't love. Whatever this person's coming forward to tell you about, it's not love. It's going to put your chakra at a misalignment or malfunction, okay? And that this is your predictive guidance for the future. So for June 3rd to the 9th, okay, collective, don't be deceived by this person. And then again, it says cleanse yourself and nature. So definitely cleanse yourself in nature. You know, health is wealth. Practice that. Anyone's trying to come forward to you, like, listen to your intuition here. You're going to get dreams about these people, this person. You know who's for you, who's not, and you'll have everything that you need to know. Definitely listen to your intuition on it, okay? It's not for your highest good. Don't take any risks, all right? Thank you for watching. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity for this week, make you, you know, give you like a little heads up. Stay tuned for a brief little snippet of the Dark High Priestess and a prophecy of the Queen of the Unseen. Bye.